Hey, subscribe to my channel. I love you.
Car D Kaizoku.
This video is sponsored by Nen Garden. Nen Garden is having a summer kickoff sale with prices slashed site-wide. And for a limited time, get a free playmat tube with every Sun God playmat you purchase, while supplies last. Also check out their Legends and Shadows collection. Use code CARDKaizoku for 8% off your order. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code CARDKaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. Discover Western OP10 lists and Eastern OP11 lists on gumgum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, so we're going to be live reacting, commentating English commentary for the Kyoto Championship Series. I know this is super late. I meant to do this like a couple minutes after the stream itself, but long story short, I had to take like an emergency flight to handle some really personal business. The flight got delayed by 2 hours, so I didn't really land until like 4 a.m. and then I had to wake up in 4 hours after that, so I just couldn't get time to record this until then. I'm back home now, so yeah, it's not even 24 hours later, so hopefully, I don't know, you guys probably watched these matches already, but if you waited, if you stuck it out and waited for my version, or if you haven't watched it yet, I hope you enjoy. So yeah, the Kyoto Championship Series here, the breakdown of the leaders at this tournament, it's 25% blue purple Luffy. So we have UP Luffy, and then 14% green Zoro. That's a lot of Zoro. And then 10% green purple Luffy, and then 4.7% NL, 4.6% Rayleigh. Okay, Rayleigh is a lot more popular than I thought, getting more traction week by week. And then red Zoro is still here. Then we have 4% Bello Betty, and then 4.1% Luchi, and then 3.6% Bonnie, and then finally 3.4% Purple Luffy. And then this makes up the other leaders, representing the other 20.9%. So yeah, let's just hop into the games. Are we surprised by any of these breakdowns here? Yeah, I think these two, Enel and Rayleigh, are a lot higher than I was expecting. At least I didn't expect them to be higher than like Purple Luffy or like Bello Betty at the moment, but it seems like they are. So I wonder if it's top 8 or top 16. And yeah, to make it up to you guys, I'm gonna just do the whole tournament in one shot. How about that? And I'll upload it still today. So it's still next day, just not as early as I would have liked. I'm not first. Oh, what is this match? Okay. What is it? Okay, so top 16. Okay, we have 4 matches to watch. So it's 8 blue purple, 3 green purple, a lot of Luffy's here, 2 Rayleighs. Okay, huh? But yeah, we expected it because he was kind of represented, right? Pretty well. Ooh, 1 blue Nami, Nami, and 1 blue yellow Nami, Nami, and 1 Luchi. Of course, Luchi's got to show up. Okay. Wow, I'm surprised. I really want to know what their deck lists are, but I guess hopefully we get to see them on stream. So we'll just skip to game 1 here because yeah, the entire tournament's already over. Sorry, guys. I was thinking like, should I just stay up and then record this and try to upload it from the hotel, but I didn't have a way to make like thumbnails, and then I would have been like dead tired for the important thing that I had to handle in the morning. Okay, so we have Rayleigh here, and the other guy was a blue purple Luffy, it looked like. Yeah, blue purple. Okay, so let's just go over the leaders real quick in case you don't know what the leaders do. So blue purple Luffy in English is if you have 8 or more Dawn cards at the start of your turn. This is before you ramp your 2 Dawn for the turn. You get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck for a Straw Hat Crew type card to add to your hand. Return the remaining 4 on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. And then we saw the other guy was Rayleigh, right? So we'll just look at Rayleigh real quick. OP12 leader, so maybe you don't know what he does. Maybe you do know what Luffy did, but Rayleigh, what he do is you cannot have cards with more than a cost of 5 or greater in your deck according to the rules. So it restricts your deck building. And then once per turn, if you activate main, you can reveal 2 event cards from your hand, give it to one of your characters with the base power of 4,000 or less, 2,000 power for the turn. So yeah, it's all right? You get plus 2k free power. The strength of a Rayleigh deck is actually just the cards itself, not really the leader, right? Because you have a restriction on your leader with that rule that you can only have 5 costs or less. But yeah, we'll just see it in action. There's a lot of like really strong event cards in the Rayleigh deck, actually. They kind of replace your 2k counters, so you don't even have to run 2k counters. I do see he runs Magra. Okay, this is going to be an interesting list. Right? Rayleigh kind of runs like the old OP02, OP03 Zoro list, maybe? Right? Because we'll see, there's like a Luffy card that cheats out other characters. So it's like a aggressive correlated Dawn. You can even play Luffy into correlated Dawn if I remember correctly. Okay, let's see game start, and we'll look at starting hands, and we'll judge it from there. Oh my god, this video is 2 hours long. Am I gonna really react to the whole thing? I already said I would, so I guess I'll do it. Do it for you guys. So I'll try to cut out as much dead air as I can. Okay, so looks like Blue Purple Luffy's going first. His hand is looking pretty alt-art. Oh, he's running Kairos. Okay, so this is interesting. Right, this guy bounces a 5 drop, and then this cheats out another 9 drop, and then this is just a 8k blocker. This one heals you a life, and then this is just a blocker, and then draw 3, discard 2. So is this hand good? Well, he doesn't have any ramp, so that's not good, but he kept this hand, or maybe he mulliganed. I think he mulliganed for this hand. So actually a really, really bad start, especially against the aggro deck, right? Really is an aggro deck. So with this kind of start, if you don't get to your, you can't play your blocker on your 3rd turn. You can't play your Sanji into your 9-mom on your turn after that. I do think that you die. Yeah. Well, I guess Kairos is something that can slow down. Not really, right? You're going to pop like a 4-drop back to his hand. He can play it out that cheats out another character. So just from this starting hand, I do think the Rayleigh's probably going to win this. Look at the Rayleigh's hand. Okay, yeah. Probably going to have to bring these up because it's a lot of new cards here, right? So he has a observation hockey, right? It just gives 1 Dawn to your leader, and then you get to search. So it's like a 1 Dawn searcher. Well, not really. It's kind of free because if you're planning to attack with your leader for 1 Dawn attached anyway, it's a free search. Then we have Conqueror's Hockey. That this is like one of the strongest events in the deck. So normally you could just make it a 2k counter, and then if you pay 1 Dawn on top of that, you can give minus 1k to your opponent's whole board. So it's essentially 1 Dawn for 3k counter, and then plus minus 1k on everything else. So a free 1k counter for every other subsequent attack. So that is pretty insane. And then this Boa is amazing as well. Boa and Nami. So he has 2 searchers, right? This searches for Luffy and event cards. Nami searches for Straw Hat cards. They all kind of overlap in targets. So yeah, I think this is a great hand. You'll flood the board with these 2 cards, and then these will keep you healthy. But not that he'll need it. I think what he wants to do is just find more of the searchers and more of the Luffys and the things to play out to just bum rush the Purple Luffy down, Blue Purple Luffy down. Let's skip the game start. Yeah. Rayleigh looks like he has a standard start. Blue Purple Luffy has a weak start. So in this matchup where the Rayleigh I think would win anyway, this just is going to be a massacre, I feel. But we'll see. Maybe he top decks something that can save him. He needs to top deck like 2 ramp effects basically. Okay, so yeah, Blue Purple Luffy with no play on turn 1, but the Rayleigh does have a Boa play. Again, lets you search for a Luffy card or red event, and he decides to take the Luffy. This is like the bread and butter of the deck, this Luffy card, because it can cheat out at 3k, and then it can also let you move Rested Dawn around. So let's see what Luffy does. This Luffy swings 7k, and that's a take, right? 5 life leaders usually always take the first hit. That's why you're safe to even throw a 5k. Most of the times they'll take it anyway. No need to waste any Dawn. Use it to play a character or something. Okay, so 4 Dawn for that Luffy. Again, it's gonna cheat out a 3k from hand, and it's a buggy. This is an old ass card. Old ass card. Let's look at the top 5 for an event card. And then yeah, as we saw with the Luffy, I let him put the Rested Dawn onto a character, and they put it on the Boa. Let me bring up the Luffy because that's a newer card. Maybe you guys don't know what he does. For reference, here's what he does. And then Buggy found him another 2k counter, I believe, for the Conqueror's Hockey. All the art for all the hockeys look the same in the Rayleigh deck, so it's gonna take me some time to memorize what they look like at a glance. Okay, so the Boa does allow you to put 2 Rested Dawn onto the leader, so we see a leader 7 that was taken, and then they attacked with the Boa first, right? That must have been what happened, because he countered 1k for something. Well, I was trying to bring up the cards to explain. Okay, so Blue Purple who just plays out the Nami. So Nami, as we mentioned, lets you draw 3 and discard 2. Or not discard, but put it back on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. And she's a 6k blocker. Now, what does he take though? Or what does he keep in hand? So he does only have 4k counter. He is a little fixed in regards to the defense with this Gum Gum Giant here that he picked up. Maybe he drew into it, but he decides to put those other 2 cards back. So it passes back to the Rayleigh's turn. So they're talking about Kairos. That is a thing for next turn because he's at 5. He'll go to 7. Maybe this is a Luffy that doesn't even ramp. Maybe he doesn't need to ramp. That's why he's running Kairos, just to naturally get to his late game and stall. So that could be it. All right, so he used the observation hockey to basically search and then put Dawn on leader. All right, so this is 6k. Shows him 2 events, so that lets him give plus 2k to something. You just keep showing the same 2 events. Okay, I'm guessing it's at the buggy, so this is 6k. Oh, that's how the Boa was able to attack. Boa attacked because of the leader ability, plus a Dawn. And then this Luffy also swings... Wait, how is the Luffy at 6k? Hold on. Hold on. There's something I'm missing here. Is it Luffy able to buff himself? If you have 2 or more attached Don, then this character gains plus 2k. So Luffy is a 6k too. Sorry, I'm learning these new cards the same time as you guys. Hope you don't mind. So that is why he's able to swing for free. Plays a second Luffy out. That lets him put another rested Don onto leader potentially. So plays out this Sanji from OP 10. When he dies, he draws a card. So there's a 7k. Yep. Now I remember what the card does. And I'll just bring out Sanji while I have the chance. OP 10. This one here. So on the Rayleigh's turn, Sanji's a 6k, but on the opponent's turn, it's a 3k. And then, yeah, it just draws a card on death. So it looks like the blue purple Luffy counter out of that because you can't get low at all. He is at 7, so one more turn until his leader ability is active, but for now he can try to stall, but against this wide board, it's kind of hard to stall. So he does 6 at the Boogie, who dies. He didn't feel confident in being able to kill the Luffy. It's only a 1k difference, but I guess it... Oh, you can just bounce it back to hand. But he could have got both, but yeah, that really has a bunch of counter in hand. I'm not even going to begin to count because I don't recognize some of the new cards. Okay, so bounces the Luffy back to hand. All right, you guys want to know what Kairos does officially? Here, bounce a 5-drop to hand. And he's a big attacker too. So I guess the Rayleigh's, the Blue Purple Luffy's adaptation to OP12 is to run more removal and no ramp. Or maybe he just got unlucky. Okay, so Rayleigh played another observation hockey, picks up a Sanji here. The second Sanji, alt art version of this one here. But yeah, as you can see in the Blue Purple Luffy's hand, he's got no counter and no Dawn up to use this counter. So this is the window to make him hurt. Okay, there's the Boa. Lets him search top 5 or 4. I hope it's 5. Yeah, it's 5. I was correct. Editor cut that part out where I said 4. Picks up... Ooh, okay. What is that card called again? Gum Gum. It's one of the Gum Gums. Kong Gatling. So you can give plus 4k in total if your opponent has a 7k or more, which this guy is. He's a 9k. So plus 4k for 2 Dawn. It's well worth it. And it shows 2 events again to get plus 2k to something. I'm guessing it's... Okay, so this is a 6 plus 2. It's an 8. This is going at face. That's a take. Okay. Yeah, he can make the Sanji into an 8k swing. That's crazy. Then he needs to attach one more Dawn, right? Okay, he uses the Boa's effect to move 2 rested Dawn onto Luffy. So this is also an 8k, right? Because he busts himself for 2k plus another 2. So draw more squiggly lines here so we don't forget. Okay, forces the block out of Nami. Because again, he has no counter in hand. Plays another Luffy for 4. Shows the same 2 Dawn. Sanji out and then makes the leader a 7. He has 1 Dawn up. He can make it an 8. He does 3 8Ks. That's an amazing attack string. Goes to 0. Okay. Blue Purple Luffy's on the ropes. Beautiful, beautiful play from the Rayleigh. And just a bit of bad luck from the Blue Purple Luffy, who in the end still has not drawn a single counter. Oh, I guess 1k here. And then he's definitely going to need to leave Dawn up for Gum Gum Giant. He's at 9 Dawn. So that's something to be wary of. No, he's 10? He's at 9. So he has a leader ability the entire game. Right, he's 7 going to 9, not 9 to 10. Yeah, this 9 Mom is like his only option maybe, but then he can't have Dawn up for Gum Gum Giant. So swings 6 at the Sanji, that lets him draw a card. He's got 9 at Luffy, 9 at 4, and that's countered for 4k. Wait a second. Is he still a 6k? Must be, right? Okay, hold on. OP12 and Luffy. Oh yeah, I guess it's a persistent effect. So he countered 4k to reach 10. Wow, that Luffy is really good. And then he has to leave this Dawn up. He didn't develop a blocker here, right? 8k blocker, this guy. So he could live another turn, or this could be the deciding turn here, depending on what the Gum Gum Giant draws him. Okay, so this is an 8k that's met with the GGG. Discards no counter, gets a counter for 4k, and he picked up 3k counter. Okay, that's good. So he has 4k total. 4k total counter, 1, 2, 1. How many more 8ks can this really throw? It might be over, actually. Okay, it does play the Kong Gatling, so that's plus 4k. So this is a 8k now. If he attaches 2 Dawn, it becomes a 10k. He has to, right? Or else what's the point? Boa? He's got a Boa? What did that do? Oh, that's the Searcher, right? Okay, so that's 1 attached Dawn. Second attached Dawn, this is a 10k. That's not the Searcher. Hold on. Which hockey is this? Armament hockey. Okay, you can attach active Dawn to your leader and then give the leader plus 1k. Okay, so this is an 8k right now. Got it. And then this Luffy is also a 6k right now. That's just a 1k counter. And then, is he unblockable? Hold on. One of these cards make him unblockable. Which one was it? Eh? Oh, this. But he didn't play that, did he? Oh, but I guess it doesn't matter. The Katakuri died. And he won. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was like, wait. He needs unblockable to win, right? But no, he needed the Katakuri to block one of the 10ks. So yeah, the Rayleigh took it. As we suspected, right? He had such a strong start, but the Blue Purple Luffy, at least the version of Blue Purple Luffy I'm used to, usually needs like a ramp or 2 to get to that point. He didn't leader ability at all this game. So yeah, unfortunate for him. But yeah, Rayleigh is a lot stronger than I gave him credit for. And that's just because I was just basing him off the leader. The leader itself, probably not too great, but the cards in the deck make the deck. So yeah, let's skip to game 2. Ooh, what are these? Oh, PRBO 2. Okay, there's a lot of spoilers I'm probably gonna have to catch up on, but I'll do that on my own time. Not with you guys, alright. Ooh, that was a new Nami. Ooh, new Otama. OP13, okay. Where's the start of game 2? So the top 8 is 3 blue purple Luffys, 2 green purple Luffys, 1 Rayleigh, the Rayleigh that we saw, the only the blue Nami remained, the blue yellow Nami got knocked out, and then the Luchi is still here. Okay, so I guess we won't get to see the blue yellow Nami's list, but blue Nami, you know. Oh, wait, did I read that wrong? Is this GP and this is UP? My bad, I thought it was the other way around. Gotta brush up on my kanji, you know. Okay, let's skip to who is playing. Luchi? Okay, we see the Luchi on stream. What Luchi do is when he attacks, you can trash 2 cards from the top of your deck and give -1 cost to an opponent's character. Really good at filling your discard for your CP effects, giving you cost reduction for your KO effects. Luckily, Boogie is not a thing in Japan yet because we got the starter decks first. They're going to get it in like a week or 2. So once Buggy is prevalent, I think Luchi might not be viable anymore, unfortunately, because 8 costs, Mikroc cancels out the deck. So unfortunate. What's this guy playing? Green to purple Luffy. Haven't seen this guy on stream in a while. So what he do is activate main once per turn if you Dawn -2. If you only have Straw Hat crew type characters out, you can rest 2 of your Dawn cards, or set up to 2 of your Dawn cards as active, and then your leader gets +1k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So you're a 6k base. You do have the -2 Dawn, but there's cards in the deck that mitigate it, so that you keep your Dawn, you get the 2 extra Dawn for free, and you stay at 6k. So that's why this deck is so good. So we'll skip to game start. Traditionally, Luchi wins this, but Luchis that have teched heavily into blue-purple Luffy might feel a little awkward into green-purple, right? The threshold you have to meet is 7 costs because of that Sanji and Pudding plus the Going Merry stage, giving it +2 costs. 7 costs is a stat line to have to hit. It hits everything in the green-purple Luffy's deck, so let's just see how it goes here. So green purple Luffy's hand, who is going first, has the Nami Searcher, has the Event Searcher, has a late game finisher, has a blocker that's not going to help much because it'll just die to KO, and then a 2k. So this hand, well, it'll get fixed, right? Nami, and then the when you're at sea, we'll find what he needs. So he just needs to find that Sanji and Pudding. He needs to find that stage card. He needs find the stage card the turn before Sanji and Pudding and have the Dawn for it, or else on your 5 Dawn turn, since he's going first, right, you can't fit both in. I guess you can, right? Because leader ability gives you Dawn back. So never mind, scratch what I said. In Luchi's hand, you need a nice combination of cost reduction and KO. What he has is cost reduction and KO, right? So Tempest Kick might get cycled early on just to draw him a different card that might be more useful. But the Luchi here will help, right? He pops a 2 cost and a 1 cost. He's got 2 of them, and then Jack for the turn after that, or potentially the turn after that, because he's evens, right? So 4, 6, 8, and then this one-legged soldier gets -3 costs, so that's good early cost reduction to utilize with this Luchi. But again, he needs to meet 7 or be able to kill a 7. So if this can pop a 2-drop, 3 makes it go up to 5. He needs like a Sudu or something to reach what he needs to KO with this Luchi, and hope he mills the CP cards early enough. Because early on, so you have to return 3. Oh no, you don't. Just any card, right? It's Kaku that needs CP. So scratch what I said. He just needs 3 cards in his discard in general, right? Yeah, any 3 cards. Okay. It's this guy who needs specifically CP cards. Okay, so let's go to game start. So my prediction is Luchi should take this. He has a good mix of cards that he can use in his hand, and then they're perfectly geared to counter this green purple's potentially slow start if he doesn't find what he needs from this event search. Okay, so he might take the Zorojuro here, but he didn't find either of the pieces he needs. Right, this is what the event does. You look at the top 3 and it passes. Okay, so far so good for the Luchi. This is the start that you want, unless green purple top deck's exactly what he needs. He might even okay, yeah. So Tempest Kick just to cycle a card out. Normally it would give you -3 cost, but you need 10 cards in your discard first. So you want more useful cards in your early starts. Finds a Laboon, that's perfect. That's exactly what he needs. Right. Activate main gives -4 cost to something that lets you combine with your leader ability, hit a 7 cost with your Luchi. Already, just off of that. Okay, so the Luffy player plays a Nami. That's just a on-play searcher. Top 5 on play. Did he find a Sanji and Pudding? I looked away for a second and he's stacking his cards. I do see a 5. That's the Frenosuke, so not. This is literally like green purple Luffy's nightmare. Worst case scenario, takes the Luffy Taro. Now he just needs something to play with the Luffy Taro. So if he doesn't top deck or get it from his life, I'm pretty sure he's going to take this life because he needs to guarantee a play next turn. Luchi's just going to run away with the game. So does swing 7, takes it. Right, on 5 down turn, he can't even play the Rush Luffy in his hand. He can play Zoro, but that just delays the Sanjay pudding. I guess he could play with the Luffy Taro, so I think a lot of Green Purple Luffys are starting to do that now too. Right, wait till the Luffy Taro turn to play the Sanjay pudding. So it not completely dead just yet, actually. So it takes the 5, and then it's a Zorojoro. I'll signify the 5. Then plays out a Kuzan. So this is just like Laboon, except when attacking. And you get to draw a card on play too. So again, -4 cost, plus the 1 from leader, equal 5. And then this Luchi KOs at 2 cost, and then he has a 7 -2, that's equal 5. Oh, 7 -5 equal 2. That means KO, and you have to do a lot of math with the Luchi deck. Ooh, okay, I see he did find the Sanjay pudding. Right on time, actually, from the top deck. But he's at 5 Dawn, but I think it's worth it to play it out now. Oh, no, but you can't defend it with the stage. You need the stage, right? I forgot. You need this to give it +2 cost, or else it's just going to die really easily. Yeah, he's not playing it out. So he's just going to play the Zorojuro here. So 6 at lead. So Zoro Juro is just another on-play searcher, but with an attacking stat line. Finds a Gungam Giant for later, keeping that in his pocket. Okay, so on next turn, on 7, Luffy Taro into Pudding is coming out for sure. But this Kuzan buys him a lot of insurance here. And then he'll soon be able to develop the Jack too, which can help him KO a lot more easily too. Now, if he does attack with Kuzan to remove the Zoro, he does run the risk of the Kuzan dying on the clapback, but he's got, how much counter has he got? Okay, so he does swing with the leader for 5 and gives -1 cost to the Zoro, so he's at 3 cost right now. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6k counter. So if you think 6k counter is enough to save him, I think it's worth it to attack with Kuzan and then kill both of these with the Luchi. So Green Purple Luffy is deciding whether to take or not. It's kind of risky, but it gets a Luna. Okay, so Luna trigger means that the Kuzan cannot attack. Oops, hold on. How did I highlight the whole screen? How do I undo? Okay, there. So Electrical Luna. On trigger, rest to one of your opponent's characters. Unfortunate that he attacked with the leader first instead of the Kuzan. So now the Kuzans, when attacking, cannot activate because he can't attack. He can't get -4 cost, so cannot kill the Zorojuro here. So what do you do instead? I guess you develop another Kuzan if he has it, or a Laboon. Yeah, second Kuzan at least draws you a card. You can play the Manshari out, prepare it for next turn. He's doing exactly what I would do. I do have some experience playing Luchi. Ooh, I wouldn't have popped it though. Okay, what is he taking? So Manshari lets you return 2 black cards from your trash, and then you can take back a 3 to 5 cost black card from your trash back to your hand. Takes the 2k counter. So in a sense, it's a 2-Dawn draw card, draw a targeted card, if you think about it that way, right? You do that with like a tap searcher like Bonnie anyway, so this is like that too. So in that regard, you don't care if it dies, but I thought he would have saved it. Okay, so Nami swings 2 into 0. Of course, that's gonna die. You're gonna see Taro into Sanjay Pudding here for sure. Here's Luffy Taro. Let's you essentially sheet out a Straw Hat Crew type character at the cost of 5 or less. Purple one, which is the Sanjay and Pudding. And then Sanjay and Pudding is the star of that deck because it gives you Dawn back after you minus Dawn, which is what your leader ability does. So now you're able to liberally use your leader ability. It even draws you a card when you're at less Dawn than your opponent on play. And it's a nice stat line too. So he's doing whatever he does, gets Dawn back. So leader is a 6k right now. He's got 3 Dawn left over. He's got 7k from this Zoro. And then he has potentially 8k from leader, or he could play like an event searcher right now. Okay, gets counter 3k. Ooh, he's countering pretty aggressively. So Dawn leader mixes a 7 as well, and then he's gonna event search, I guess. I think Luchi is fine to take one, right? You countered 1/7. I think countering both of them is too much, especially since you don't have too much graveyard recursion. You have the Rebecca, but then your Manshari died, and you can't protect the Manshari at this point. Oh, it was at the Kuzan. Okay, got it. Makes sense. Okay, I guess since he already has one on board, he doesn't need it, but I don't know. I would have liked to have 2. So it does play the event search to find that new OP12 freaking Zoro event. That's crazy. This one here, right? For 4 Dawn, you can rest a character or Dawn, 2 of them. You can rest Dawn cards, but in this particular case, you want to rest all the freaking Rebecca blockers that the Luchi will run. And we saw that he runs the Barto blocker too. We saw him counter with it, so he knows it's a blocker heavy Luchi list. So maybe not as one-sided at this point. But yeah, the Green Purple Luffy curved into this so nicely. He top decked it the turn right before he needed it. He whiffed it on 2 of his searches, and he finds it eventually anyway. So Kuzan does swing and kill the Nami and give -5 cost to, I'm guessing, -4 cost to the Sanjay and Pudding. So they're currently at 3 cost. And then the Luchi made it at 2 cost. And then this Laboon makes this Luchi at 3, right? Unless I did some math wrong. Wait, I must have missed something. If he's able to KO both here. Did he? He didn't Tempest Kick, right? Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm dumb. So, the math was correct. I'm just stupid. Kuzan made the 5 cost, not a 7 cost, 7k power into a 1. And then Leader made 7 into 6. And then Laboon made 6 into 2, which is why this Luchi could kill. Sorry if I confused you. Again, this is going to be the same video, right? Yeah, I'm on like 3 hours of sleep. I just got back from a flight, got home, ate dinner. Now I'm recording this because I felt guilty about not having a video out today. So excuse my delirium. And I've got 2 more matches. I just did a match too, so I'm just making excuses. So you guys feel pity for me. You guys understand, right? Very understanding fans. Adults. You guys are adults, right? With empathy. So this hand has nothing to play this turn. I guess the Luffy is what you play, or you play Zoro. He doesn't have a second Sanji and Pudding to back it up. Isn't that crazy though? You play Luffy Taro into Sanji and Pudding and the Luchi answered it. That was like the way to play against Luchi was to play Luffy Taro, and you have 2 bodies out that they can't handle, but he handled it. But he does find the stage now, a little too late, but might say what he's gonna play in the future turn if he had Dawn Despair to play it out. He has to think. I would imagine Green Purple Luffy math is hard because you always have to like think about like, okay, I have to rest this Dawn because I want to return 2 and then I get 1 back, and then my leader's a 6, so imagine he has a Dawn on him, but actually he doesn't have a Dawn on him. Stuff like that must be hard to keep track in your head. I would assume. I don't know. Maybe it's easy if you play it enough. Okay, so event search top 3. No counter. Yeah, stage Zoro. Take the Zoro, I guess. I guess you could cycle out with the stages too, right? Because it draws you a card when you play it out. Meanwhile, you already have a Zoro in hand. Yeah. Makes perfect sense. And you bottom deck those 2, so the next 2 cards you draw are less likely to be non-counter. He might just play out the stage now. Then he'll have 2 rested Dawn to return for his leader ability, but without the Sanji and Puddings on board, that Dawn doesn't come back. You lose it. Okay, so he's paying 6 Dawn for the Rush Luffy. So, without any active Dawn, he just swings for 7. But he did use leader ability to get 2 Dawn back. So this Zoro's a 7, leader's a 6 right now. So he just outright minus 2 Dawn, right? He's not going to get that back. Another 7 and then leader 7, I'm guessing. Okay, he's going for the kill Luchi before he finds all his counter strat. Counters 3k to defend that. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Oh, I muted it so you guys can't hear it anyway. But hopefully we didn't miss anything. He could feign having a Gungam Giant, but nope. He's saying like, this is all I got, so you better be ready to defend it. And the Luchi with all the counter in the world defends every single hit. And then the Green Purple Luffy is gonna be stuck at 7 Dawn, right? He's got 5 right now. If he didn't leader ability, he'd go to 9, but he did, so he's gonna go to 7. And then Luchi got to keep the Kuzan and then the Laboon on board, right? This is minus 8 cost in total for free every turn. On top of his leader, that's 9 cost. So Jack is what's probably going to come out here. Tempest Kick minus 3 cost or something because he has 10? Yeah. So this is a 1. Maybe not a Jack then. He can Luchi this pretty easily. Right, another one of these guys. Just needs to make this one a 2, which is easy. Like, if you tap this guy... Oh no, you're going to attack with Kuzan anyway, so 6 at face makes this a 2. 2 cost, 1 cost. Yeah, this is better. Luchi kills 2 things. Jack only kills 1. Luchi swings 6. But Green Purple does have a plethora of counter. Just no Dawn up for the Gungam Giant. It counters 2k. And here's a 5 from Leader. Doesn't really matter what he gives minus cost to. Plays out the Luchi that pops of 2 costs and a 1 cost. So these 2 are dead. Meanwhile, these... I mean, like, even though these guys provide utility, they're also, like, potent attackers every turn too. Right? 5, 5, 6, 6. So it's only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. Even plays a Rebecca out to add insult to injury. Lets him bring back a 3 to 7 cost black character from your trash back to your hand. Then you can play out a 3 cost. Or less, rested. That's also black. I like to read cards out of order. It's more fun that way. But yeah, he's taking back 2k counters. He's still got 6k. Even after countering so many times. Alright, that's insane. We've seen him stop 3 7k swings now. And he still has 6k counter in hand. Okay, so Green Purple Luffy is at 7 Dawn. With the Dream. There's not even a chance to like race because like 2 life. It's really hard to, from this angle, like full board, 2 life, 0 board, 2 life. Especially his hand too. It's like Zoro and then Frankie. Frankie will ramp, but at this point you don't have the breathing room to do it, right? You need 1 card, at least 1 card answers for every single one of these next turn. That's 5 cards out of hand at minimum. Okay, so Zoro, but yeah, I guess he could take a life or 2, but you get what I mean. Okay, finds the Sanji and Pudding, but definitely too late. Right, even with that stage card now, the Sanji and Pudding easily dealt with the Laboon plus Kuzan, minus 8 cost. And the Luchi still does have 1 KO effect in the form of Jack. I believe he had a T-Bone too, so that can also KO. That's a 2k that can KO. I'll just bring him up. because I'm tired of looking at green purple Luffy cards. This guy KO's 2 cost. So he decides to pick up a Frankie. That's the best case scenario. He's got 1 down. Ooh, the casters are talking about Electrical Luna. Right, that is a possibility. Luna freezes every 7 cost or less that's rested on board. That would freeze half the board here. Okay, so it does swing was a 7 from leader, was blocked by the Rebecca, and then just plays out the Frankie after to ramp it on back. So what would he go to next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'd go to 8 next turn. If he even survives this turn, he might die here. But he did leave 1 down open, so we know Gungam Giant's going to be in play. So 6. As we mentioned, each of these swings is going to be at least a 1 card answer. 6 at 6. So yeah, at least he's a 6k base. Right, so this will need a 1 Dawn, and 1 Dawn investment to attack. These 2 could have attacked for free, so might as well get those out. Get it out of the way. He even drew a freaking... He's a blocker, right? Cobra? Kobura. Yeah, blocker that can let you trash a card on the top of your own deck. Okay, so it takes a 6. Leader 6. What did I say? At least 5 cards out of hand here. Okay, 2k. Now he's got 1 Gungam Giant and then 1 Usohachi. I guess he has this as a 3k counter, but then he doesn't have the Dawn for it, right? If he had 2 Dawn up, he would. Plays the Jack. This just pops the Zoro, I'm guessing. I'm guessing he gave -1 cost to it. And Jack just has to kill a 3 cost as an activate main. And he's a cost on board. Yep, kill Zolo. 2 Dawn for what? Cobra? Okay, and then he has to replace... Okay. Well, yeah, I guess since Luffy's a 6k, that Laboon wasn't gonna be able to attack anyway. So protect yourself with the Cobra here in case Luffy goes for like the Rush Luffy play. Right, that's always a threat. Always a threat with this deck and then the black purple Luffy, because this guy can come out of nowhere and attack twice for a big number. So if you happen to take the leader hit and then this guy finishes you for like a 11-11 or something, that's not good. Oh, he did top deck it. What the heck? How are these pros finding the cards they need on the turns that they need it? But yeah, he's got a blocker, so it's impossible, right? Oh, but he does have the tap event, but that's 4 Dawn, and he's only got 8 Dawn to work with, so he can't fit Luffy and this event. Oh, but he can with the leader ability. Oh, but then the Luffy can't restand. Yeah. So that's not an option. Unfortunate. Maybe Frankie can land a hit, but he's got a 5k counter. Yeah, looks like it's imploppable to win from here with the green-purple. Imploppable, but not gonna stop him from trying. Alright, I got 2 more matches to watch, so I'm gonna skip ahead. Sorry. Okay, so 6 from Flanky. Ramps a Rested Dawn. Okay, counters 2. He needs Rested Dawn to use leader ability, so he's gonna play the Rush Luffy. Yeah, so this is a 7. He's gonna leader ability. He can get 2 Dawn back. He's a 6k. So if this 6 doesn't go through, there's no way. Nothing he can do here. He has 3 attacks total. He has a blocker and 2 life. It's futile. 6 at the Luchi, yeah. That's when you know you're dead. What are you even thinking for? I guess with the stakes on the line, you gotta balance whether to save him or not. Just let the Luchi die. I don't know. I would have just countered. Okay, here's a 7. Okay, so leaving Dawn up for Gungam Giant then in that case, if he's not using the effect. Okay, gets blocked by Cobra. Passes. Okay, so he's got 4k and 3k and 2k. 9k. But yeah, if he can force... Okay, so it's 5 at the Frankie and game -4 cost to the Luffy, so he's a 2 cost. Jack can just pop him. He's not going for game. He's clearing D board. Or he is going for game? 6 at leader, 2k, yeah, and then you want to force him to counter 6k with like a 4k counter. That'd be nice. Okay, so just uses the Jack to pop the Luffy here. Oh no, he's attacking? What was the point of this Kuzan into Frankie then? Okay, 8 at face. I guess he's gonna Mancherry something to KO? Like a Luchi, right? Huh. It does 9 at face to burn the Gungam Giant. 9 at 6. You can't just use the demonic aura, whatever. Yep, Gungam Giant. Oh, when did he get a second one? The sneaky guy. Has 2 Gungam Giants now, all of a sudden. Let me remove the numbers here. Okay, he found 1k counter. Yeah, green purple runs a lot of bricks, unfortunately. Okay, he's going for the Mantra. He's going to pop this 2 cost on board somehow. Rebecca? I guess leader gave him another -1 cost, right? So he's a 1 cost right now. So he's gonna Rebecca into Brook. 4 on Rebecca into Brook. Brook pops a 1 cost on play. So that kills the Luffy. So that's dead. And then he's got a blocker too. So completely safe from another Rush Luffy angle. He can't even race because he's still got 2 life. So he's using the Nami to find. It has to be that Rush Luffy. I guess he could play a blocker Sanji for 3 costs, but... Oh, Robin might help too. Takes the Sanji. Yeah, he's a 3 cost blocker in this case. Or a 2k in hand. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead a bit. Plays out Sanji and Pudding. Okay, it's over. So returns 2 Dawn. Leader ability gets 2 Dawn active and 1 Dawn return from the Sanji and Pudding. So leader 7k? Or not? Why you make me draw the number, man? You made me draw the number. Okay. So let's slow it down because a bunch of things happen when I skipped ahead. So 6 gets blocked, plays the stage to draw a card. Okay, so this Sanjay Pudding is now a 7 cost. I just always assumed there were 7 costs because of the stage, but on that earlier turn it was just a 5 cost because this is literally the first time they played the stage this game. So he's got 3 Dawn opened for 4/3/3, and he's got how much natural counter? Just a 2. Okay, so 6 at face, 6 at face, making Sanjay Pudding into a 3. And then leader is 6 at face, making Sanjay Pudding into a 2. And then he has to counter 3k to stop this. So you know he's got nothing. Another 6. He's gonna burn that Gungam Giant, I think, because you could natural into some counter. Oh no, you just use your demonic counter 3. I think if you go all in with Jack, there's no mathematical way to have enough counter, right? Because that'd be 16 demonic, yeah. 16 he'll counter for like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12k max. 18 to 18, yeah, he can't. 18 is guaranteed lethal. Okay, he's doing it the hard way. 6 Dawn to burn the Gungam Giant and pop the Nami for free. Now it's even more mathematically guaranteed because he'll get 4k max. That'll bring him to 10k. Jack can attack for like 14 right now. Is that how much Dawn is left? I believe it is. And he gets the game. Luchi win. So Luchi Rayleigh, okay. Like every single match is a different winner. So varied. OP12. Okay, so let's go on to game 3 because I promised every single match, even though I'm freaking tired. I'm doing this for you guys. More PRBO2, which we'll take a look at later. Top 4 is did I just miss it? Okay, top 4 is this one's blue purple and this one's green purple, right? These are Luffy. And one of each, and then the blue Nami. Huh? And then the Luchi we just saw win. Okay, let's see. I hope it's not a Nami match because I don't want to watch that on screen. Sorry, Nami players. Oh my god, it's a Nami. Dang it. Okay. No, I should imagine if I was like a real caster and then I had to like be excited about a leader and I was just like, oh come on, this leader. I gotta work on my resume. So what Nami does is she has an alternate win condition. So when your deck runs out of cards, you win instead of lose. And then Dawn times 1 when attacking, your opponent you trash a life when your opponent takes a life card as damage when you attack. Capiche? So the whole deck is about stalling and then playing a bunch of events to make you draw cards or discard cards. Fun. Against green purple Luffy. We just saw him, but in case you want to see him again, just gets a lot of free Dawn out of nowhere and plays cards to mitigate the Dawn minus cost. Dang, I was gonna record like an unboxing after this too, but my voice might be too shot. Should I make this a tomorrow's video then? But then it would be over 24 hours later. I guess I could stay up until like 1 a.m. to record the unboxing. This is what happens. I ran out of like backlog and I had to like go out of town, so I'm like completely empty right now. I gotta refill this weekend. I'm a one-man team, you know? It's hard. Okay, so looks like Nami's going first. I wish I could explain what most of these cards do. I think I can kind of. So this one's a attack searcher, or it finds an event card when attacking. If you guys can read my English there. And this one counters 4k for 1 discard in hand for 1 Dawn. This bounces back a 4-drop, I believe. And then Apis is a 2k that I can search for an East Blue card. There's a spot that counters 2k and lets you mill a certain number of cards, 1 or 2. I don't know. I'll let the Nami do the counting for me, and I just count their deck afterwards. So is this a strong Nami hand? Ah. You draw your entire deck eventually anyway, so probably it is. Green Purple Luffy, this would have been a nicer start against that Luchi. But yeah, it does have a Nami and then the stage. So we have a late game defense, and then an early searcher, a 2k, and then this can help you ramp too. But Nami's never going to attack you, so it might be a useless card in hand. This is going to do nothing. Oh, I guess the Arabesque Brick Fist, right? So actually cost evasion is relevant in this matchup for that one event. Who wins this though? So the thing is with the Rush Luffy actually has a way to get cards out of his life, because one of the ways that Nami is annoying to play against is that she never attacks you, right? She doesn't win that way. So there's 4 or 5 precious cards in your deck that you never get into your hand. So it's hard to like replenish your resources. With this Luffy, you force yourself to take a life, right? So you get to draw those cards that Nami doesn't even care that you get. Oh no, she cares that you get them. She can't deny you of getting them, is what I want to say, right? You force yourself to get those cards, and it's of no benefit to the Nami because she doesn't want to win by attacking you anyway. Okay, let's skip the game start. Might have to pause and get something to drink after this. I didn't realize I've been speaking for like an hour straight now. Okay, so Nami plays the search attacker. Here, since they played it out. Should I gender people based on the leader they play or the people themselves? But then I have to assume. Let's just do it on the character. They're playing the leader, Nami. So this is what she does when she attacks. So, and then the Green Purple Luffy played the stage. Lets you draw a card. And then with the second Dawn played the Nami Searcher. A lot of things happening. Early turns, this is just not much thinking, so you just rapid fire. Find Sanji and Pudding, he's got that guaranteed. Yeah, the last Green Purple Luffy wished that his start was this good against Luchi. But I think it's still an uphill battle against Luchi, unfortunately. Nami's 3 on turn. I believe she will just pass the turn. Oh, Nami attacks. I forgot. Looks at the top 5 for a blue event card. So not peel off because you want that as a trigger. Okay, peel off because you want to play that from hand. I'm a Nami player. I know what to do. I guess now is as good a time as any to play the peel off. Right? You're not going to take too many hits from their opponent. Yeah, peel off lets you draw 2 cards. Peel off. Here's what he does. Main, draw 2 cards. So easy. At least what I like about the Nami's deck is that it's not art cards, so I can read what they do. Oh, he's playing Shoujo, right? What does she do? Draw 1 card and trash 1 card from your hand. Activate main, give up to 1 rested Dawn card to your Nami. Oh, you can give Dawn to leader. Okay. This is a brand new promo card, in case you guys don't know. Oh, the proxy people call it young girl, but on the Japanese card it says Shoujo. So I don't know what they're going to use for English. Probably young girl, right? Not everyone knows what Shoujo means. So it plays the event search to find a rush Luffy for some future turn. Okay, so he's doing 3 into, I believe Nami's a 1, right? Nami fighting Nami. And no Dawn up, so that's probably obviously going to die. Probably obviously. Then we got 7 from leader. No Dawn up, so Nami has to take. Not has to, but most of the time they do. And then, alright, they searched with this Dawn. I was like, why is it rested? So Nami's 5 Dawn turn. So no targets to Brick Fist, nothing to play. You might just leave 5 Dawn open and pass. Anything to do activate main? I guess they could play out this Nami to search again. Okay, they play Shoujo out. So draw 1, discard 1, and then I guess no harm in attacking with your leader because you do get 1 card milled that way. Or this just could be killing that. Nami kills Nami. I don't know, it's at face, so that's why he's countering. Counter 2, yeah. Because yeah, even if leader ability is 1 card, it adds up in the end. Plays a Nami and passes with 2 down up for all the event counters they have. Every single one of these. Well, no, like half of them. Yeah, half. Exactly half. Okay, Green Purple Luffy's first Sanji and Pudding turn, potentially. He doesn't have the Luffy Taro. I don't... Oh, no, he does. Everyone's got this freaking SP Luffy Taro. It's so nice. I want one. My OP11 case hasn't... Well, it arrived, but it's Sunday, and I couldn't pick it up because of the emergency thing, so I couldn't get to the post office. So I gotta wait till freaking Monday, and it's like a week later after everyone already got their products. I'm so sad. I bought from Canada. That's why it took so long. And for some reason, my order got stuck at customs. I had a friend who ordered as well, but hers didn't get stuck at customs. I saw her opening her case on Twitch. I was so jealous. Why can't I? Okay, so they rushed Luffy out, but they haven't attacked. They didn't attack. So that's one way to play against Nami too. When they have Dawn up and you can't do like big damage, you just deny them from being able to mill themselves by not attacking. So that indicates to me that the Green Purple Luffy knows how to play against Blue Nami. You could also be trying to like save Dawn to have more Dawn because you didn't want to like return Dawn. But I wonder, like, would a 9k swing with the Luffy been worth it? Probably would have been a take, right? But then you run the risk of the Nami attacking back into the Luffy, so I don't know. Oh, he had no Dawn active. Sorry, my bad. I thought he could swing 9. But 7's easily defended by Nami. So Nami attacked with this Nami and found an event. Plays an Epis, which, hold on. I gotta look up what Epis does. Okay, trash 2 cards from your hand, and then you can search for a East Blue from the top 5. Oh my god, I've been sneezing the entire time. Did I get sick? I was only on the plane for a day. Come on. Why you gotta do this to me? Okay, so I guess the East Blue card was another 1-cost Nami, and then 6 out leader again from the Shoujo. Takes it. Okay, and then that lets Nami mill. But Green Purple Luffy gets a card in hand, so it's kind of a trade-off there. Now, normally you would have to keep track of what's in the Nami's deck to know how like much progress they've made, but they can't really tell on screen. And I don't have my earphones on, so I can't hear the Japanese casters talk about it either. I wonder if the Japanese casting is too loud. Actually, I don't see any like audio levels from it at all. Oh, it's like barely, nearly silent. Okay, that works. Okay, so we see 3 at Nami again. Yeah, this Nami's putting in work against Nami here. Plays the Taro. Yeah, he just didn't want to minus Dawn to not have the Dawn for Taro this turn. Makes sense, makes sense. And then Taro into Sanji Pudding. Sanji Pudding lets him draw a card because he's at less Dawn than the opponent. Then Dawn -2. So leader's a 6, he gets 2 Dawn back, and then 1 Dawn from the Sanji and Pudding. Stage onto Sanji and Pudding, makes him a 7 cost. They play the event search to find, what is that? What the heck is that? I guess we'll see that when he plays it. I do not recognize that art. Okay, another event searcher. He's got a lot of them. Takes up a 2k. So he's got 7/7, but there's 5 Dawn here. You're gonna have to burn those events anyway, eventually. He just passes. Okay. Is this a 4-cost law? The one that makes you discard? Potentially. So I'm guessing next turn, these are all going to be 9s. That's what he's waiting for. So the Nami attacks and gets to search for an event. What they take? What was that? White Snake? Is that White Snake? No, it's not. Is it? I haven't played a Nami in a hot minute. It is White Snake, I remember. Makes your leader 6k for the turn, and you can stack it so you can become a 7k for the turn. Another peel off to draw 2 cards. This Erebus Brick Fist does nothing for him, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, it bounces a 4-drop, but that's a 7, that's a 7, that's a 6, so just a useless card. You could use it with your Apices to discard, I guess. So I think so. They attacked with 6, and then they countered 1, and then left 6 down open. That's a lot of events. Dang, if this Nami wins, the Nami proceeds to the finals. And then the other two were what? Blue Purple Luffy and then a Luchi, right? If it's a Luchi Nami final, Nami has it for sure. Okay, what is this? Is this Ordro? It is. What is this art? That's so sick. Yeah, it's this guy, but super cool. Okay, so 3 at Nami again. That answers it every turn. Is that from OP12? Oh, dang. Okay, Sanji Pud, 7 at face. Huh. If he's just throwing 7s, why didn't he throw these out earlier? Okay, discards a Erebus Brick Fist to counter 4. And then discard 2 as well. Mill 2, I mean. Right, well, hold on. Let me look at what Giant Gavel does. It's Giant Gavel, right? Yeah, I recognize the art. Yeah, so you trash a card, counter 4, and you mill 2. Perfect Nami card. Okay, it does play the Zoro out. Let's look at the top 4, 5 for a Straw Hat crew type card. Takes a second Sanji Pud. If he leader abilities here, he can play it out. Yep. So he has 6 down to work with. He could play out the Sanji and Pudding. Or make bigger attacks with what he has on board. Okay, so 7 from Luffy? Nope. 7 from Lead? Yep. I wonder why the order matters for this particular attack. 2 down for White Snake, so Nami's a 6k base right now. And then another White Snake? Nope, just counters 2k on top of that. So 8k blocks the 7. And 8 at 6 is going to require a 4k counter here. He does have another Giant Gavel. Just could get rid of that Death Wink. Yep, Giant Gavel counters 4. And then I'm going to have to assume he's going to do like 10k twice with this Luffy. That would be nice. Or you can even just do 9 and have Dawn up for Gungam Giant, I guess. Is that too much Dawn minusing for a turn? Oh, he's still got 4 life though, you know? You have to chip away at him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I agree with like not attacking Nami for so many turns. Because the time that you finally attacked, Nami had like 6 Dawn open. There was a turn earlier where she only had 3 or 2, which would have been the best time to attack. If you're going to throw 7s anyway, I feel. It plays out a second Sanji and Pudding instead of attacking with a big Rush Luffy play. And then stages the Luffy to 8 and passes. Why doesn't he attack with these? This would have been the time, right? It would have burned a rubber band and an Epis. And he gets a peel off to draw 2. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to play into Nami, but I feel like that would be the best way to do it. But these guys are the pros, right? I'm not up on the stage, so they must be playing it right. So 6 is met with a 2k. And then passes with 7 down open this time. Okay, just a 7 at face. So 1 Dawn for a Giant Gavel, which is plus 4. Mills 2. His stack looks pretty big still, but he could just be like double, triple sleeving his cards. Another 7. This could be a Deathwing here. Nope, it's a 2k plus Apis counter, I think. So Desert Spada is 2k. Mills 3. Oh no, does it mill? What does it do? Oh, you look at the top 3. And then you can rearrange it back in any order you want. Okay, Snake Dance is gonna not do much. I guess he could bounce, what's he got on board? The Shoujo back to hand? His nails are really long. Is that why he's a Nami player? Okay, he's taking the Snake Dance. No, he's taking the 2k. What you taking? Oh, he could bottom deck it? Oh, he bottom decks it. He didn't like any of them. And then he still needs 1k more. Okay, he counters with the rubber band. So this is 4k counter in total. To stop a 7. Okay, 6 with Zoro. Epis 2k. 7 with Luffy. And then you use his effect, right? Untap? Yep. So minus his 2 active Dawn to untap himself. And then he gets to take a life. And then he gets 1 active Dawn. 2 of them from the Sanji and Puddings, actually. This gets Death Winked. I wonder why he's using this Luffy can like essentially double your Dawn value. Why did he just throw a 7? If he wanted to burn the Deathwing, I think it would have been better to burn it with the Luffy Taro. Okay, so he just has another 7 with the Luffy, takes it. Oh, I guess he does have another one in his hand anyway. He has the Dawn to play it. Right. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. The leader 6 takes the 6. He's not going to use the Kaias. I guess he needs the Kaias to like do like a one big super mill to win the game. So Deathwing trigger lets you, what does it do? You bounce, right? Yeah, 7 or less back to the hand. Luffy Taro? Oh, no, he didn't bounce anything. Wait, what just happened? Oh, it's not a Deathwing trigger. I don't know why the Japanese casters brought it up, so I thought it triggered it, but it didn't. They're talking about the one that's already in the discard. I guess they're talking about what would save him here, but that confused the hell out of me. So they play another Luffy out and swing 7 and then untaps it. No Dawn up, so he has to decide whether to... Oh, he does one Dawn up, but that cannot play anything in his hand. Takes the 7, gets a rubber band, lets him draw 1, mill 1. I guess so, that's what happened. And then 7 again. So he's thrown 5 7Ks this turn, and a 6, and a 6. He's trying to avoid having to use his Kayas at any cost. But he knows that if he takes this, he's going to eat potentially a 9 or 8 or 9K afterwards. And he may not have enough to defend against that, right? This literally has to be like a Gungam Giant or a 1K counter, or else he loses. Or, no, like Desert Spada and stuff like that. Just any one Dawn event. He takes it. I think it's a gamble. Oh, he gets All-Stars? What is that called again? Yeah. Impel down All-Stars lets him draw 2 cards, potentially getting him what he needs. He just needs any counter or one Dawn event. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Yep, Rubber Band is exactly what he needed to survive, plus 4K from the 9K, so you end up throwing 9. Now, can the Nami Exodia finish here? He did have to burn the 2 Kayas to survive, so we just have to see if he's got, okay, 1 Kaya. That's 2 cards. Can he bounce it back to hand? He's got 4 cards left. And that's these 2, what is it called? Mellow Mellow? Sorry, I smacked my pen into the microphone. What does Mellow Mellow do? Is it draw 1 card? And then, what does White Snake do? So this is 2 cards at least. Let's draw a card 2. That's not enough. So this Nami Leader Swing has to land? Yeah. So if this Nami Leader Swing does not land, okay, yeah, and it doesn't land. Oh, does Green Purple Luffy win? Okay, yeah, so literally this is the Nami counter, this guy here. Because this was like 4 attacks that came out of nowhere. I think at this point you just go like all in on this Luffy or Luffy Taro. And if they have enough counter, they have it. If they don't, or if they have enough mill, they have it. And if they don't, then you win. Yeah. Big Luffy swing just to untap himself. And this should be game. I don't think he has enough to mill himself with this remaining Dawn. Or actually, he could, right? Because the cards that you draw can be used to... Sorry, I'm stupid. Nami wins. There's no way he doesn't have the cards to mill himself from here. He just needs to be able to play them all in succession here. So this is another 1 card. He just needs to draw 2 more cards here. And then counters 2 with Kaya, Apis, Deathwink, draw a card, and then... Did he win? Yeah, he won. Wait, what did Deathwink do? Do you draw 2 cards with Deathwink? Okay, 2 cards, that's why. So that's why he countered with the Apis and the Kaya, because once they get under 2 cards, he has to draw that many back, and then that was enough for him to win the game. Okay, so Nami in the finals against who though? Sorry about that. I really should learn Nami's cards if I want to cast Nami games. I just didn't expect to see a Nami in OP12 of all metas. Okay, 1 more game and then we're done. 1 more game and then we're done. Who is it between? Luchi! Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I need to bring up the leader? I'll bring up the leader. Here. He attacks, minus 2 cards from the top of your deck, minus 1 cost, and then Nami we just saw. When she mills herself out, she wins, and then she attacks with the Dawn attached. You mill a card. Okay, so it's looking like a Nami win. I'm glad I avoided social media so that I'm surprised by this. So this hand, is it good into Nami? I don't know, but he has a late game KO anything that does nothing against Nami. This does nothing against Nami. We saw that Nami's not running like the, what's her name? Marguerite, right? The Marguerite and then the Kuja Searcher. They're not running those. Miskick's going to do nothing. Yeah, this hand is not going to stop a Nami from doing what she's going to do. You probably wanted more of an aggressive hand with the 4 cost Luchis just to be able to swing. Nami's hand, literally the perfect hand, has the event finder with this Nami, and then just has counter events, and then Kaya will find out what you need. There's no way Luchi wins this. Dang. So what did we have last week? A red Zoro? No, red Zoro was week 1. Week 2 was a green Zoro? No, last week was red Zoro, and then now it's blue Nami. And then the week before that, I already forgot. It's all fuzzy. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we'll skip the game start. We could even skip the game end. I bet you Blue Nami wins. I was about to say $100, but I didn't want to put $100 on the line in case I'm wrong. Okay, Tempest Kick the cycle 1 card. Passes to Blue Nami. Blue Nami 2 Dawn. Blue Nami Kaya. Draw 2, discard 2. Dang, they brought it up before me. I thought I could get it quicker. I can't type Kaya fast enough. Kaya quite fast enough. I was trying to say that. Okay, and they play the Nami when attacking Searcher. This one here. Good card for the deck. So Luchi's 3 Dawn turn. Swings 8. 8 on the turn that Nami has no Dawn up. That's the time to make them take life, and they take life. And they got Impel All Stars trigger. Lets them draw 2 cards. And then Desert Spada, he forgot to... Wait. Huh? What happened? Did he not Impel All Stars trigger? Why is it in his discard? Oh, that's always been there. That was the Desert Spada trigger. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Hopefully I'm not confusing you. Hopefully I'm not losing you at the end here. Hopefully you're watching till the end. Thanks for watching. This video is over an hour long. And it had to be the deck that I am least familiar with that I have to cast. Stick with me, guys. We'll get through this. We'll get through this together. So they Nami attack and find a Mellow. And then Shoujo, that lets him put a Dawn on leader, so 6. Now the thing is, I don't see a 2k. There's one 2k, never mind. But after this Barto is gone, these are only 1k, so it's going to be hard to defend against the 6k from the Nami swings. So that gets a Barto countered. Passes with 2 Dawn open. So it's Luchi's 5 Dawn turn. 5 Dawn. It's going to be 10 at leader. I guess you could play Brook here, right? Yeah. So that just pops the Nami on play. How are they bringing these up so fast? They probably have a dedicated guy bringing the cards up, and I'm doing everything by myself. And then Cobra out as well. Cobra is just a blocker. Cobra is also the insurance I need to get once I'm officially laid off. It's probably like a very US-centric joke. What does Cobra stand for? Is it C California? Maybe people out of California don't even know what Cobra is. Okay, so they play another of the Searcher Nami and then swing 6 with leader with the rested Dawn from playing that Nami out. And yeah, no 2Ks. He's gonna have to decide whether to block, take the life, or lose the 2-man cherries. He decides to take the life. No, that's the Nami Mill one. Is Cobra California only? It's the interim medical insurance you can get if you've been like furloughed or laid off. And I got laid off, guys. Baby's first layoff. It's the worst. I didn't even do nothing. They just decided we don't need my team anymore. They're just gonna concentrate on the Europe team that does same thing kinda, but they're European. Okay, so Jack, we're an American company. Come on. So Jack pops a 3-cost on board. But yeah, kind of sad, right? American company favors the European team and fires the American team over them. Come on. Okay, so enough about that. Back to the game. Sorry about that. Just had the event there. So Nami plays a Sanji's peel off. Lets him draw 2 cards. And then attaches that rested Dawn onto leader. I'm liking this Shoujo. The 6k is countered 2k with the 2-man cherries. Dang, it's even more losing into Nami now. Luchi is with this Shoujo inclusion. Right? Because like Nami's like a boogeyman. You don't want her to touch you. Some people might, but not when you got price cards on the line. So what is this? 2 Dawn open, and then Jack can kill the Kaya and stuff before they have a chance to bounce it back to hand. But it seems like they don't even rely on the White Snake stuff anymore. Oh no, Snake Dance. I always have trouble differentiating between the two. Snake Dance bounces, White Snake gives plus 1k to leader. Okay, so 5 at lead. I guess they have Brook to KO as well. Yeah, you want Jack to attack. He's the 8k. So he does overheat the Kaya back to hand. I take back what I said. He bounced it back to hand in the end. And that counters for 4k, I believe. Okay, so Brook 5 at leader can pop the Shoujo because leader give it -1 cost. That's countered by an Apis. So this Jack hit is probably going to be a take. I think he can afford a Dawn, but I don't know if he's counting what he's counting for. He could Man-Cherry, right? You kind of need more cards in hand right now. And that would give Nami something to attack into to buy you from having to counter the leader hit. So 9k from Jacques. It's a take for show. 4 Dawn for Laboon. And passes with 3 Dawn open. Oh, he's doing the Nami strat. I got counter events too. I was hoping they could find like a 2k with the Man-Cherry. Or like a Rebecca would be nice too. Right, he's only got 1 attacker, so if he doesn't have a way to get rid of the Rebecca, your Man-Cherry lives. So Kaya, draw 2, discard 2. This is a big hand. Yeah, imagine if you could put in a Nami, another Kaya. I'm guessing he has a way to bounce at least 1 back to hand. Yeah, there's a snake dance. Okay, I think I want to upload this video tomorrow. It's getting pretty late. No one's. This is my tomorrow's video, right? It's like midnight right now. So yeah, I guess this will be the video for today. And then I'll have OP11 unboxings tomorrow. I'll have more energy to do it too. Should I do it live? I've been saying I want to do it live, but I just haven't found the time. Or like, I get nervous too. I don't know why. It's not like I show my face or anything. I still get nervous. So 3 Kaya's out. Luchi can deal... Once he attacks, he's going to bounce 2 of them back to hand. But one of them's going to die, at least. So 1 Kaya died. White Snake bounced the other one back to hand. And he's going to bounce the other one as well. Or he runs the risk of it dying as well. He plays 10 Coscus on to kill a Kaya. Holy crap. This guy gives -5 cost to everything and then KOs a 0 cost. 10 cost to kill a 1 cost character. But yeah, he saved 1 Kaya at least. Now this Kuzan every turn, yeah, it's 10k, right? So whether I write it sideways, but yeah, it's going to be quite a few cards to defend. Then Jack 8. So the White Snake, so Nami's 6 right now. This is a 4k counter. Just preserve that life. And then the Boon can't attack because Nami's a 6k. So Nami's full 10 Dawn turn plays the Kaya that they bounced. They have the same color sleeves. Do they know each other? Are they friends? Whoa, he's not even sleeving his leader. His leader is Raw. Raw Nami. 3 Dawn for the peel off. Another 2 cards. How many's got left? Like 10? It's like almost the exact same shade. Coincidence? Okay, so Nami's 5 was countered for 2? Wait, why did he counter 2k? Wait a second. What happened there? Oh, I think Nami attacked the brook. That's why he countered 2k. Right. Not leader. That's why it didn't make sense. It was at brook. Okay, so they killed the Kaya with the brook and then counters 4k to protect the leader. And then 7 at leader. So I already got tired of writing the numbers. He's starting to throw the 7s here. So Mellow Mellow lets him draw a card. Counters 4. 7 with Labubu. Okay, another Mellow Mellow. Counter 4, draw a card. And he still got 4k with the gavel here. So 10 at Kuzan. This is a gavel and a 2k, which he does have. I don't know if he wants to do it now. Probably now. 7? Am I counting 7? Okay, he's gaveling, discarding the Nami. And then mill 2, and then counter 2 on top of that. Oh, he took it. Okay, he just wanted to mill. And got a rubber band trigger. And then Jack for the final 11? Is this 12? 11. And that's taken. Okay, Nami's turn. Nami has to mill herself this turn to win. Or like, oh yeah, that was it. Kaya won the game for the Nami. Nami wins. Nami wins. So yeah, we saw, I'm pretty sure Zoro won last week. And then Nami this week. So only OP02 and under cards can win. Even though OP12 cards are out. But yeah, that's crazy. I guess if you're a Nami fan. Nami wins! Sorry, I wasn't more hyped. I think if I did these in like sections and separated it out, I might have been, but like I literally just been talking for the last hour and a half. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. If you waited for my version to watch it, I appreciate it. If you watched somebody else's and still watched mine, I also appreciate it. And I guess if you didn't watch it, you wouldn't be here. So yeah, next one, I'll try to get more live, almost real time if I can. It's just this week it didn't work out, and I didn't really know that they were going to have the Kyoto Championship Series on the night that I was going to be gone. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope my tools made it a little easier to follow along. Hope I didn't get too loopy by the end there. And then subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Car D Kaizoku.